If you guys want to make your very own RPG game on Roblox, you guys are going to the right place. I'm going to show you some cool tips and tricks for ej0w's RPG Kit v1.09.3. I think that's the version we're currently on right now. But yeah. Hey folks, this is Vegan16 here, and welcome back to another tutorial. Let's get to it. So I recently ported this version into 1.0.9, as you can tell from, I believe, as you can tell from the UI itself. But basically, I basically made this game compatible with ej0w's 1.0. Latest version. Basically, it's the latest version of the kit, as you can tell, because that's sorting now and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a bit tedious to port your version to a newer version of the kit with the current game you currently have. So it's not recommended, but if you really feel like you should make it a bit more. But in case you want to know how to do it, I'd recommend you get help from the RPG organization. They might be able to help you figure out how to port the kit over a bit, but it's really tedious and it's not really like recommended. So, but this is a tutorial for those with the newer kit. So let's get to it. So let's start things off with a bit of with actually a pretty quick fix here. So you may notice that we recently had these mobs that basically lock onto you. So basically, when I move here, you'll notice that they lock onto me and stuff, and that is actually really cool, and that's a pretty cool feature. However, there's a bug that many people may have noticed while they do this, but except let's say for instance you have let's just say the bigger the mob, the more the longer it takes for it to turn. So let's take this guy for example, giant ass goblin. So we're just going to use this for example. You see that? You see that? He's basically taking a long ass time to move around. And this has also been apparent in one RPG game. One RPG game that in particular that I've noticed this in was definitely the Pel 4 RPG game. And I actually fixed this in my Game Night Lord RPG, and it's actually a really simple fix that many people may not know about actually. So and it's really simple that someone that just knows how to type in change one value from false to true can do it. So let's get to it. So how do you fix this thing? Well, it's pretty simple actually. What you need to do is go into the BWK store, go into content, go into client, I think. Yeah, character and tool, and press mob target. From there, you'll see something on here called let's see. You'll see something down here labeled originated enabled. Change this to true. Which is on line 103 if you don't modify it, considering most people may not have modified this, but if this thing is called originally enabled is false, it'll basically make it so that the mob basically like takes a longer time to move around. I'm not sure how that works, but how those in theory should work. Basically, it's now when we move around, the mob will lock onto us regardless of how big it is. So yeah, it's a really weird bug that I noticed, and I feel like a lot of people should know about this more, and all that stuff. So, in my opinion, I feel like it's a good fix, and yeah, there you have it. Simple mob, simple fix, as usual. And let's go and kill this guy, and we got him. So we got ourselves a strength potion. So that's cool, nice. See you around, buddy. So yeah, nice to see that happening. That's also a pretty cool fix as well, and I feel like that'll be it. It's also a pretty cool way to. It's also just. I just feel like it's just. I don't know, man. Like, wait, did this guy just turn out? Did this guy just? Hold up. Did he just? Wait, that's interesting. Is that normal? I was expecting him to, of all things, have his. Okay, that's new. I would have to. Apparently, he went from big to zero. I want to look into that age. I'm not sure of how that changed something, but apparently that changed. I think it might be because the goblin is named Goblin instead of Giant Goblin. Huh. Let me actually take a look at that real quick. I actually really want to check a look at that because that's something I'm not used to. Let me actually change this guy from, actually, you know what? I kind of want to do something real quick just to make sure it's not what I think it is. Giant Goblin. Bringing this guy to Giant Goblin. And I believe that we should have it fixed now. So, yeah. So, and I'll also go over some new things that are new with this version of the kit that maybe people may not know about. And yeah, let's go and kill this guy and see if that fixes it. Oh, yep, it does fix it. Okay, so apparently having mob the same name but different size breaks it. So basically, have your mob with a different name for every mob you have. So I guess that's pretty much the gist of it. So that's nice. Cool way to fix it. So nice. Anyways, let's go over some things that are new with the kit. I guess. Wait, hang on. Actually, you probably may already know what's new with the kit. So, but I'm just gonna go over another glitch, another thing, cool and interesting fact about this too, and I'll also go over like zones too today, and also show you guys dual wield. Yeah, so dual wield, I've actually discovered dual wield, and apparently, I know I just found it myself without realizing it. I asked ej0w to do it, but then I was like, wait, what does this thing do? Then I added another handle stuff, and it's like, oh my god, it's so cool. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. So let's just go into items and make a new sword. Let's get the bronze sword, for example. Um, okay, so this is a bronze sword, right? This is the bronze sword, correct? Well, okay, yeah, it's bronze sword pretty much. So we're just gonna go ahead and give it a mesh, its own mesh. Okay, so this is a question I often get asked a lot in comments or somewhere in general. But the question is, how do you make dual wield weapons? Well, of course, you can tell this guy doesn't have a dual wield weapon, but that's not the point. Basically, let's go ahead. So we'll use this guy as an example, but we'll just use this weapon as an example. So basically, what you want to do is duplicate this and copy this. Call this handle 2. So duplicate the handle. Make sure they're both on can collide. Make sure they're both on massless too. I feel like that would help out a bit too. Make sure they're both on. Make sure both of these cannot be collided. And what you want to do is go into item config. Scroll down until you see motor 60. What you want to do is duplicate this, paste this, and change handle 2 and left arm, and it should work if I'm correct. If not, then I might have done something wrong, or this is a new version, so I really want to know. But basically, what we're gonna do is, wait, is that supposed to? Yeah, if I think so. If not, then I will. But anyways, what you want to do is let's just go ahead and just make a set. Dual dagger. That way we can pretty much like, so it's gonna get 1 in 1 chance, or we can just do 1 in 1 10 chance, and we'll see it from there, I guess. So now let's go and play the game and see if it actually gives us like a dual sword, I guess. So basically, what this will do is that it basically acts like, they act like like a handle and a second handle together. So yeah, also hi, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. See you around, I guess. Now we just need to kill this guy until we get the daggers. Not sure if it'll work, but I have done this in Night Lordian before, so it should work. I just gotta get the sword, so I'll be right back when I get the weapon. Alright, so I got the dual daggers, and see if it works. Okay, you can clearly tell that we got it working. So you notice how, so you may not notice like what's new with this. Well, you'll see the change if you look closely. But basically, we got ourselves a second handle that is welded to our left arm. So yeah, that's pretty much how you make dual wield weapons. I know it's not like, I don't think it's like they deal damage. I don't check. I don't even know honestly, but I feel like that's probably not the case, unfortunately. But for aesthetics, I guess it's for aesthetics. I don't know. I would have to ask. But for what's worth, we all want to dual wield weapons that basically made it so that it looks like you were wielding 2 weapons. Well, there you have it. And you can just make animations to make it so that the dual wielding does look a bit better on it. So, yeah, that's pretty much how you do dual wield. So I feel like those who wanted to know, that answers your question on how to do it somewhat. So, yeah, there you have it. So. Okay, so for the remainder of this video, we're going to go ahead and move to another area, which, as you can tell, we have over here. This is a desert, which is basically, this is a portal to the Sandman Desert, which we are going to be using for the rest of the video. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do zones, and also, I guess, configure mobs, I guess, and some cool practices, I guess. So, yeah, let's get to it. Now, let's start things off with making zones. I mean, what are zones? Well, you may have noticed, zones basically this is basically how you can change like the aspect of the line and make it look not like this, but instead like make it look something like this. So you can change it from looking from previously to looking like something like this. Now, yeah, pretty cool, I guess. So I'll show you guys how to do that real quick. It's pretty simple, but basically, before you do that, what I recommend is copying all this stuff and pasting it into the default. Make a new thing called BWK storage called .assets. Letting the default that make a new folder in assets lighting and name it default and put all of stuff in lighting into here. That way you can actually have your lighting, your default lighting set when you're testing it in game. It doesn't have to be weird stuff. So yeah, anyways, this is pretty much what it looks like in game, if I'm correct. Oh wait, we're not. I think that's not. Okay. So basically, what you're gonna do is basically get all the stuff in lighting and copy it and paste it into a new folder called like defaults like that, and lighting and assets, and therefore that way in case you want it, that way in case you have like you need the original stuff, like you accidentally delete you accidentally modified stuff while testing out the looks of the lighting, you can have pretty much put it in the default section. That's pretty much what I have it for my game Nightlordian. So yeah, but basically you first change it to make it look like this type of lighting, which I find pretty cool. So yeah, I'll show you guys how to do that right now, actually. So basically, there's already something that comes in. There's already a lighting example zone. So I'll show you guys how to do that real quick. So basically, what I'm gonna do is go into a zone, paste this into here, or get the lighting zone, move that, and move that somewhere like that's pretty close, I guess. I will use this as an example, and we'll just go move this to. We'll move this hitbox pretty much everywhere here, and we should get something pretty different. So basically make this whole hitbox move on the. Okay, this is not what I had in mind. Alright, there we go. And there you have it. I also usually, just for preferences, I usually just set the pivot point. Oh, apparently the pivot point is already. Oh, okay. Oh, usually I set to 0, but I guess that's not how it works this time. Okay, nice. Okay, so basically what we want to do is so this is basically the desert pretty much. So, well, that's different. I was expecting this of all things, huh? I think this was added in another thing, but well. Anyways, so basically what we want to do is going to basically copy. This is basically how zones work, and basically how zones work is that when you touch a part in the zone, it'll basically change how it's played. Depending on the properties, it'll basically show you how it's changed. So, for example, we don't have any SFX because if I do, I get copyright striked. But basically, this will change the lighting, and we'll rename this as Salmon Desert. And when we enter the game, we should see another. We should see we should see this looking a bit more different, I guess. So let's go ahead and play the game. Also, just in case, just to make sure lock it too. If you are planning on working with this, so now let's play the game and figure out see if it works. If it works, that's good, and it works. This is desert. So yeah, it's pretty simple. So, but I guess I'll go into more detail and show you guys them because I may have had I may have didn't explain it thoroughly, but basically, how it works is that these are the properties that are in like the lighting file itself. So like environment, diffuse, scale, that can be found, if I can find it, right here. So you see these properties. Basically, if you want to change the brightness to like, I don't know, like, let's use. We're just gonna go ahead and we're just gonna go and blind the player. So let's say, for example, you want to blind the player. Let's go ahead and use like brightness as an equal to fucking 10. Oh my god, I am gonna get sued after this because people are gonna. I bet you people are gonna be blind after this, but I'll show you. So basically, once you, I think it changes it to 10. If I'm correct, they have changed it to 10. So yeah, it's pretty much how it works. Oh my fucking god, this is bright. Looks something straight from Alien. It's like an alien invasion or something. I don't know, like a UFO spotlight. This is so okay, but you get the point. But that's basically how the properties work, and the template name is a bit different. Basically, how the template name works is that Basically you name this to, you said it's simply, these are basically the objects for the lighting, so to find that you're simply going to ask this lighting and select sunset. So let's say for example we made a new area, so basically that's why we call the default one. And I know that this, and I know when you're outside the game plays it shows up as default, but yeah, but that's pretty much it. So but yeah, let's go ahead and duplicate this and move this towards I'll move this and we'll call this the Goblino Grasslands, I guess, if that's what it's called. Let me check. Yeah, it's called Goblino Forest. Oh, it's not Goblino. Goblino Forest, not Grasslands. Oh well. But yeah, anyways, change this to Goblino Forest. Let's make this a bit more of a brighterish green stuff, I guess. I don't know. And then what we need to do is get rid of this and set it to, or if you have your default thing, or if you have your like default lighting asset, then simply call this simply call this, and it should work if I'm correct. Let's play it just to make sure. And yep, it works. The Goblino Forest. That's funny. Okay, so yeah, so basically just go assess that Salmon Desert, and Salmon Desert works. So that's nice. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So that's zones for you. You want to know how to do SFX, or if you want to know how to do sounds, refer to this example. But just put in the ID of the sound, or ID of the music and volume, and yeah, and you're pretty much good to go at this point, honestly. So that'll be fun. Now let's move to making mobs. So let's go ahead and get the mobs that we had from last time. Okay, so because I'm lazy as hell and again decide to just because I'm lazy as hell and I just feel like just make it in the desert, I decided to bring the mummy and the elite mummy from the previous tutorial series, Bright RPG Kit, into here just so that we can actually work with these guys a bit more and make these guys into actual mobs. So let's go and start things off. So yeah, I did show you guys how to make mobs earlier, but they kind of redid a few things here, so I'll go on what's new and all that stuff. So let's get started with your typical NPC stuff, such as for example like mobs. So we're just gonna name this guy Mummy. We're gonna go ahead and since this is a level 10 area, we're just gonna go ahead and give this guy like a level 13 thing. We're just gonna make this guy level 13 and have him require 10 level skill. So yeah, that's that. Now we're gonna go over visuals. These are the colors. This is a bit different. You get me wondering what the hell this is. Well, if you want to know how to make if you want your mob to get like a custom name tag color or custom health bar color, then this is for you. So let's say for instance you wanted them to have like something like this, for example. Well, let's not do for new because that's just not really in my opinion, that doesn't look well. So let's do from RGB. We're just gonna go ahead and use like I don't know, like we're going to use this as an example, and for his health bar, I guess we could do color 3 from RGB, and let's see here, that'll work. Yeah, we'll do that. So that should be good for the mummy. They're not as pretty, you already know how that works. I went over armors, that did not change whatsoever. Boss data, that did not change whatsoever either. Now AI data is really new. This is a bit different. But basically what this is that it's basically this is the new stuff that's in the game, so I'll show you guys what this is. But basically AI data is a bit more advanced. You can basically make it so that the mobs are dumb. They will basically target you even if they'll basically like act like how usual RPG mobs were back in like the old days of Air Signs, where they basically won't pathfind you. Instead they'll just walk straight to like if like there's something blocking your path from them, then they'll just run straight to a wall. Like that's simple like that. Like they won't pathfind you. So yeah, they don't use pathfinding servers, they use like humanoid move to, I guess, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's basically how this works, and you can customize it from here. And it's also the wandering. This is where you can also have it wander and all that stuff. So pretty cool. I'd say it's fun. And now let's go over to health too. For what for just because we kind of like how all this is now, I'm probably gonna keep the idea for what we have right now. Let's take a look at health. So health, well, it's simple. We already know how health works. So we're just gonna go ahead and change this to what's a good one? Let me take a look at the original mob real quick. For example, let's take a look at the Goblin Leader real quick. Goblin Leader has about 20 HP. We'll give this guy about 18 HP, just so that doesn't seem that hard, but it's also a bit more different. So, yeah, that's the health for wander speed and walk speed. It's basically what the name says. When the mob wanders, when the mob walks, damage, respawn time, we've seen it before. Key position. This is different. Basically, it's like a random position on where they'll move, like a respawn radius, a random radius, or basically like I think I've described this before, but basically mobs duplicate this and they'll just move and they'll be spawn port here if they die again or something. You know, it's simple stuff. I might be repeating myself like the last time, but new stuff has showed up here, so I might as well just talk about it. So now let's talk about well, okay, doesn't seem like nothing's changed. Okay, so nothing's really new here. Dev Sound, that's been here for a while. Teleport Award Badge, that's been here there too. I think this is a Vector 3 teleport if I'm correct, but I could be wrong, but that's basically the Vector 3 teleport. Basically you just go like Vector 3.new and copy the position. It's pretty much what we did last time. And I did talk previously about it, and previously when I talked about it, it was kind of broken where basically you had to say the name, you had to put the name of the teleport position. Well, that's currently not the point anymore. That's not how it works now. ej0w's finally fixed it to make it look like it now supports vectors rather than the teleport. So, which I find really happy that he finally did it. So, thank you ej0w's for fixing that, by the way. But anyways, and also this did change a bit too. So basically XP gold. Those have been there for a while. Then you notice something new too called like chance and also only once. Chance is basically how much the chance of it dropping those, and only once is, well, I've been described before, but basically it's just if you already have it, then okay, you already got it, then I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I'm probably gonna go just finish up the mock config with the damage, I guess, and we'll go from there. But first, I'm gonna take a look at how much damage this guy deals, and we'll determine what. Okay, so he does like 10 damage. We'll go with 10 again. Yeah, 10 again. Okay, nice. And then we'll have him drop his mummy store, I guess. Yeah, we can just copy this, I think, paste it into here, and we can like move this down, I guess, and we can make it his weapon, I suppose. I mean, we've been able to do it when we did before, so we might as well do it again. So yeah, so let's go ahead and copy this weapon and paste it into and paste it as his weapon that he's gonna drop. So we'll use this, and that's the amount, and that's a chance and all that stuff. So we'll go ahead and do that. And also, while we're at it, let me just take a look at the XP too. Yeah, I have to go back here. This is 40-15. Okay, we'll just do 30 and 12, I guess. Or, actually, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so that's that. Also, oh, I forgot to mention these three things. Wait, miss chances. Basically, mobs can now miss. The mob can basically now miss if needed, if you guys want to. Chase or respawn delay. I did hear that these things are a bit buggy, but basically respawn delay is basically like the animation, and basically like if in order like if you want like animation where the mob basically makes them, it plays an animation when the mob spots you and they'll chase you and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And also there's also a respawn delay too, which basically that'll mean like the mob will play an animation and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, that's that. So let's move on to, let's just go ahead and get to see if this guy actually works. So let's go and put these guys into the mobs folder and see if these guys actually work. Even though I didn't really do them elite mummy, but we're just going to take a look at it one by one, and yeah. Goblino Forest. That's nice. Okay, so we should have, yep, there's the mummy. So the mummy has a bit more of an, let's take a look and see if the mummy actually works. Alright, mummy. Hello, mummy. He chased me. Alright, there it is. So this is the mummy right here, and I believe I'm correct, and, was that me? There's no way that was luck. Okay, hold on, I think I might have, hold on. Did I accidentally change this? What did I do for his health? Okay, there it is. So yeah, you can clearly tell that, you can now see that the health is, wait, what? Hold on, I'm so confused. Oh right, I accidentally named this guy Goblin, and it's a weird bug. Okay, that's a bug. I forgot that bug. I forgot we saw a bug a little bit earlier, a couple days ago, or a few months ago when this person in this video. So, okay, but yeah, you can see that the health bar changes and also the bum name. So that's pretty cool. Hang on a second, real quick. Alright, so you shouldn't really you may already get what it's saying here. So basically, I fixed the tool, and apparently that's, I forgot glow drops. Okay, so I'm gonna go and be right back, and I'll show you, and I'll go ahead and just wait until when I get the sword. Okay. Alright, so I'm getting kind of tired of my luck, so I decided to just simply put to just 1% or 100%. So I'm tired of this whole luck bullshit thing. So let's go and get this in at work, and yeah. Alright, there we go. Finally got it. Okay, so we finally got the mummy sword working, and as you can clearly tell, you pretty much got yourself working sword. So yeah, I'm probably gonna finish up this area a little bit later, honestly, because like there's really nothing else to change, honestly. So yeah, I would do the other golem, but I think at the point, I think that probably does show. I think that would be enough for what really has to be covered here. So yeah, I'm really happy that this video has been nice to work with, even though it kind of took me a bit to redo, but nonetheless, I'd say I enjoyed it, and yeah, the updates ej0w's keeps on making with this kit is really helpful, and it has impacted some games in general too. Unfortunately, he hasn't been updating it recently because he's been busy with Deathless RPG. Yeah, he's apparently co-dev for that now, but you get the point now. But nonetheless, I still think this kit's still worth working with, even though it's kind of a bit broken right now. Or not, it's not broken. It's just there are a few things that he has said he'll fix, but didn't really get the chance to. But I mean, and if it's a passion project, and you might as well use your passion. You might as well just do it when you feel like it. But oh well. But yeah, it's pretty much it for this video. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see more videos like this, then please be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the bell on channel. But you also not miss a video. And as I post in the future. And yeah, I might make more tutorials like this in the future, despite it not having getting as many updates as I used to. But nonetheless, I really do enjoy making these videos. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this beginning thing now. Have a good one, as usual. Oh, and one more thing. Peace out.